I'm originally from El Salvador. I ended up in the States after or during the war down there. So I found myself young and without having anybody to guide me through life. So I got in trouble a lot. I ended up in prison a couple of times. And from those times that I ended up in prison, I got deported from the States, came to Mexico. I met a pastor that used to come every Wednesday to preach inside the prison. And he was pretty persistent. He said, "You have failed at everything else. Why not give God a chance?" So I did. Well, many failures led me to a wise decision. When I came out of prison, I found a church, a local church, and they suggested, because I wanted to serve in some ministry, in some form in the ministry, and they asked me, "Why don't you go to a Bible school, to learn properly how to do it?" So, and I found out about the mission in Baja and the Bible school there. And I went there and applied for a spot in the school. I met a lady and we were doing ministry together. We became friends. And one of the rules of me being in my practice time is that I do not approach ladies to marry maybe her. So I had to finish school before I did that. So I went back to school, finished, graduated, and came back. And I married her. I was looking for support and for somebody to send me. It's beautiful down there. It's really hot though. But it's a beautiful place to work, and lots of the people are friendly. They're not really that close, like in the High Sierra and the mountains, to hear the word. I have made friendships. I recently got a vehicle because I used to travel in bus or walking everywhere I went. And that took a lot of time. It was difficult, but now it's been a blessing, the vehicle that was provided. I have been visiting. It's a new community in Huatulco. The houses are made out of wood, temporary housing. And it's a very poor community. And I started making friends in that community because they wouldn't allow me to be visiting people unless I lived there. I picked a lot, I started to build, and I started to make friends. And for a whole year, I started to visit this one lady, and she was very friendly, always said hello. But when I talked to her about Jesus and the Bible, she would not want to listen. Recently, she came to our house and told my wife that she wanted us to come and give her Bible lessons. And that was a wonderful experience because we've been trying to ask her, we've been trying to have her as to study with us, and she denied it. She said, no, every time. She has a niece and a brother, and they're interested also. The first lesson, though, was this past Friday. And we had our first lesson, and her niece came just to listen. And she said she asked me when was I coming back. And there's another town where we have a mission also, and we serve there. And the pastor, the local pastor, had his whole family converted when he did, except one son. And he's been preaching. We've been going there for 4 years now. And we talked to him and his wife and invited him, the son of the pastor. And he kicked us out of his house a few times because we never gave up on him. 2 months ago, he accepted Jesus into his heart. And his wife said to us that she was ready before him. There's a few things. We have economic concerns. We want to build a bathroom in Rio Seco and we have the church building, but we have no bathroom. They started to build one a couple of years ago, but never finished it. So we're working on that. We have 15 children now, and permanent, and they come every Sunday, and we don't have a place for them to study. So we need that. A small room, this doesn't have to be fancy, but it's a small room will do. The building is not really a closed-off building. It's just a roof and like a handrail all the way around, and that's it. That's enough. Prayer also for the people, because in some places where we're going now, I see people standing outside looking in, but we've been inviting them to come in, but they don't want to. We need God's supernatural and touching their hearts and bringing them in.